Testing, testing. Okay, hello. Do I have my mic on? I do. Thank you for joining me. It is time for another Old Games on a Weekday. I am very frustrated, so I'm going to try to snap out of that because I just spent an hour trying to get my Atari paddles working, which is something I had done before, so I didn't think it would be much of a challenge. But long story short, they wouldn't work consistently. I would be mapping the controls, and they would register, and then the next minute it wouldn't register, and sometimes I would get Kaboom started and I could turn the paddle, but then the button wouldn't work. And I don't know, nothing I can do could make it work, basically. And I figured I should just punt on that and play some Atari games that use a good old fashioned joystick. But I also have some a box of goodies I thought might be fun to show off a little bit. And maybe I could play games according to what's in the box of goodies. In other words, I have a bunch of Atari carts, and I could like say, "Hey, here's the cart. Let's play the emulated version of it." It's the same game, obviously. Um, yeah, so I do have some genuine paddles for starters, and these are not from my household back in the day or anything like that. I bought these recently on eBay specifically for this kind of a purpose, and yet they don't want to work. But there's a cool interface that when it works is cool anyway. You can buy this from a dude who makes them. This thing is called the Ultimate PC interface, and I'm not sure if this is what's failing me tonight or not. There's so many points of failure. The emulator is kind of wonky too, but this is the Ultimate PC interface, and essentially you can plug in many of those classic 9-pin controllers, like what you used to use in Atari or on 8-bit computers or on in television, etc. And this handles so many devices. So you just you have these two classic 9-pin cables, and you plug in one of these old-fashioned USB cables with this kind of a connector, and the other end is your other kind of I guess the names are eluding me right now. Not USB-C, I guess USB-A or something is the other end. And yeah, so that's pretty neat when it works. So yeah, let's start by sharing my box of crap here. Here is my box of crap. This came from my father. He's been, this is a story I've told a lot. So subscribers on the channel probably know it by now, but basically, not really much of a story to it. My dad has been gradually offloading old stored away video games and computer equipment. I think it's been about a year since he last dropped off something to me, but that's okay. Probably have most of it at this point. But yeah, I've got all this random Atari stuff in this particular box. And the first thing I have on top is this is actually a controller called the Kids controller. And as far as I know, there were like only a few Sesame Street games that ever supported it. So this is an overlay for a game called Alpha Beam with Ernie. And you take the overlay off and you can see all this is, it's like a phone phone dial pad or something. I don't know why this is supposed to be good for kids. But yeah, I got Ernie in here. And I was hoping I could try this with the Ultimate PC interface, but I figured if I can't get one of the officially supported devices to work with it, I'm not going to bother trying to get this thing working. Actually, it might be officially supported. I haven't checked. And this is kind of just a silly novelty because there's not really much good games to play with it. Although it would be cool if it would be theoretically cool if someone made a homebrew game that works with this. I actually wonder if this is the same as the special Star Raiders controller. Like, I never played 2600 Star Raiders. I always play the Atari computer version of that. But I know it comes with a special controller that I think might be like a number pad like that. So I wonder if they're like the same thing essentially. I don't really know. Anyway, that's the Kids controller, as they call it. But more exciting than that, I have a whole bunch of parts. Missile Command, and don't mind all the dust and crap on these. I haven't bothered to clean these off. So I was thinking maybe it could be a fun theme to play games that I actually physically have. You don't have to strictly stick with that theme, but it might be a fun start. Here's a game called Airlock. And this is a game I actually played on one of my past streams, and I felt like several people, or at least a couple people in the chat, told me they'd never heard of it. It's kind of an obscure game, I guess. It's by a company called Data Age. Everybody knows this game. Pitfall. Probably, if you let's see, if you listed, let's see, or are you if you polled, a bunch of people who have played Atari 2600 about their favorite games, I'm sure a lot of people would pick Pitfall. But what people would not choose or name as one of their favorite games probably is Pac-Man, which is notorious for being a terrible port of the famous arcade game Pac-Man. Let me do my usual ping of certain people who like to join. I forgot to do that. So Eric's already in the chat, but I'll ping him anyway. Our bro Ryan and Arturo, they like me to ping usually, and Suna. Excuse me. All right. This is actually kind of the opposite of Pac-Man in that it is quite a good port of a classic arcade game, and that is Berserk. And this was the first version of Berserk I had ever personally played. It's really close to the arcade with the notable exception of it doesn't have a bunch of robot voices taunting you. Hey, Gleeman XRX is in the house. Welcome. I'm going to be coughing a bit because actually, it's actually the dust in this box. Recently, you might have heard me cough on my streams because I was recovering from a cold, but I'm done with that. But I should be wearing a mask, honestly. There's some other stuff that got mixed in here, too, that don't apply to this theme, like Haunted House cassette game for Atari 8-bit computers. So I'm not going to go through that don't apply. Here is Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is a pretty puzzling game to figure out. It kind of reminds me of E.T., although people don't usually name it as a terrible game like they do with E.T. I mean, E.T. has become legendarily bad. I usually think it's not good, but it doesn't really deserve the reputation it has as the worst game of all time. I'm talking about E.T. This is another great classic. Keystone Capers. I have actually played this on stream before, and I played an Intellivision port of it by Mr. Brian Puddin of Brian's Man Cave. He made that port himself. And let's see, Eric Johnson in the chat. Oops, I just messed up my windows. Hold on a sec. Says, I love that game as a kid, but never got anywhere with it. Oh, I think he was referring to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, me too. I kind of thought it felt cool, and I liked, it felt kind of advanced and complex, so I was kind of drawn to it, but I never really knew what the hell I was doing. Here we have Blueprint. That's a fun game. And this is another game I played on stream. This is by CBS Electronics, by the way. I think it's kind of funny. CBS had they used to make video games, and then they didn't anymore. And that's the division of CBS Inc. So one time, well, not one time, but for a few years, my wife worked. This is recently worked for Paramount, which actually is Paramount, CBS, whole bunch of stuff. She might be in the stream right now. She could clarify. I think I asked her at one point, hey, do you guys own, does your company own all these old CBS Electronics video games? I think she didn't know the answer to that. This is a cassette tape game. So you might be like, oh, Mark, why are you showing this? You said you were only going to show the Atari 2600 games. This is actually sort of an Atari 2600 game. It is for a peripheral for the Atari 2600 called the Supercharger. And I've talked about that a little bit before. It's kind of an extension. You plug it into the Atari cartridge port. It provides more RAM and stuff. And you hook up, there's like a wire, a cable you hook up to a stereo or any kind of tape player, I guess. And the audio out. You basically have games on tape, and the audio out goes into that attachment that you plug into the Atari, and essentially it can play more advanced games. I guess an analogy would be like the Sega CD to the Sega Genesis. That's what this was like. I seem to recall in my, we got this when I was most of the Atari games, I didn't buy any of them myself because I was like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old playing them. I seem to recall my brother encountering the Supercharge at maybe Toys R Us. Man, I think it might have been on clearance or relatively cheap, and he bought that and they were basically one of every game they had for it. So we came home with I don't know, six games or 7 games. And so we had a lot of fun checking that out. And I could play that. The emulator supports it. And Gleeman says, never heard of the Supercharger. Probably the best game for it, in my opinion, is a game called Dragon Stomper, which is it's like an RPG. Flag Capture. Here's a kind of a basic game. some of these games they look like I don't know if these are like launch titles or what, but they have like this kind of pattern of style to it, and they're usually very basic games. So I wonder if it is like a launch title. But yeah, last week I played a little bit of flag capture, and I think Stu commented on it being crappy. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, another classic. Uh, when you see a game that's like the cart that's like this shape, it's usually by what, Parker Brothers was it? Yeah, Parker Brothers. You can see on the back you have that plastic Parker Brothers logo. It's hard to see. Got a box here randomly. Empty box. Newbie and the Red Baron. I could probably just spend the whole stream doing this. No, I'll try to go a little faster, I guess, unless I have something specific to say about each game. Here we have Amador. Another Parker Brothers game. This one's got quite a bit of cobweb. I should have cleaned this before. Amador, it's almost like sort of like a Pac-Man like game, but it's not like a total knockoff. It's kind of good in its own right. I think you're this guy painting lines, and there's apes chasing you or something. It's very strange. Like the painter dude with the paint roller. Here we have, oh, this is Alpha Beam with Ernie. That would work with that controller if I wanted to try to get that to work. Night Driver. That's funny. Here's a label that came off of Space War. I didn't even know there was. I guess it makes sense that there's a Space War, but I don't remember having it. Here's Night Driver. That's a paddle game, I think. I wish I could have got the paddles to work. For those who missed my intro, I kind of started a little late because I was trying to get my paddles to work, my paddle controllers. But long story short, no dice. I wasted like an hour of my life on that. Chase. Excuse me. Chase is that kind of basic game that I think people today know it as Snake, where you just kind of have this line that's drawing and stuff, and you try not to run into any of the snake lines, either yours or the other players. Yar's Revenge, that's a classic. Yar's Revenge. Phoenix. A lot of these games are pretty good classics, aren't they? Phoenix. That's based on an arcade game. Yar's Revenge was not based on an arcade game. Hey, Ryan's in the house. You'll like this, Ryan. I'm going through an old box. You usually like this sort of thing. Here's a game that I declared the most fun I had playing a game last stream, which was Fantastic Voyage. I might give that another go tonight, by the way. Here's the Space War with its missing label on the end that I just showed. Defender, another arcade classic. Another Supercharger game. This one has probably my favorite title of all time. Possibly any video game, any system. It's not a great game, but my favorite title. I'm going to take it out of this case so you can see it because it looks nice and fresh and clean. It is Communist Mutants from Space. And that is a game for the Supercharger. So here's the tape for it. It's not a bad game, but it's kind of just like a Galaxian-like game. I wouldn't say it's a strict knockoff. It has its own kind of interesting game mechanics to it, but it's not fantastic or anything. And I always thought it was a little weird when you start the game, when you load it up, the title screen they didn't even bother to write the full name. It just says Commie Mutants. Commie Mutants, that's it. I wonder if they didn't want to bother, or they didn't have the ROM, or I don't know. They should have had the ROM. They didn't want to bother to try to draw the whole thing on the screen. Here's a very beat up copy of Kaboom. That's an Atari classic, and it's very beat up because you can look here. The chip is kind of loose here. So it would be interesting if that actually worked. Excuse me. Again, the dust is a bit much. Gleeman says I'd like ChatGPT to generate a movie for mutant communists from space. Now, here's the game I have. Pardon me again. In Shrink still. Super Challenge Football. Now, I don't know why I have it in Shrink. All I can say is my dad used to like sometimes just buy games on a whim or if he saw it on a sale, and then he'd put it in his storage. And sometimes he would give it to me or my siblings as a gift for for a holiday or just sometimes just randomly. But I feel like he could probably clarify. But I always suspected sometimes he would just get games and put them in storage and forget about them forever. So I actually have some games that are in shrink that were never gifted. By the way, these aren't all the Atari games that I have. There's another one. There was another shrink wrap in a different box, but this is just what we're going to go through today. Frogger, everybody knows that arcade classic. And if you didn't play it back in the day, you probably saw it on Seinfeld. Here's another Supercharger cassette game called Escape. Sorry for the glare. I guess the tape plastic doesn't really do well with a light, but it is Escape from the Mind Master. And when I opened the tape, the tape label just plopped out. I guess these 40-year-old adhesives aren't fantastic. Yeah, wow, both sides fell off. Okay, let me worry about putting this together later. I'm going to put this aside. Oh wow, this is just another Supercharger game, but only like half of the case. This was a shoot 'em up called Suicide Mission. Me as like a 6-year-old playing this thought this was a creepy as heck cover art. And just calling it a suicide mission sounded pretty scary. This is Spider-Man. That's not fantastic, but I used to enjoy. I used to enjoy playing every game, even if it was crappy in retrospect. Chopper Command, another Activision one. Yeah, I might try that. So I kind of want to make it a theme that after I go through these, I'll mostly play games that I literally have the cart for. My daughter's new favorite game, Fishing Derby. Gleeman X says, "Do 40-year-old cassettes still work?" That is a good question. I have no idea. I think Stu of Stu Game Reviews, he actually does buy these. He collects a lot of games, and he does have some cassette games. So I think, as a rule, they're not necessarily not going to work. I guess it depends on how well you keep, your stuff. Obviously, you don't keep magnetic things. You don't keep magnets here. Here is Sword Quest. Oh my god, this whole series was infamous. Sort of. First of all, the games are disgustingly hard, and the idea was if you beat the game, like I don't know if you were like the first person to beat the game or something like that, you would get some fancy real life prize like a jeweled crown or a sword or something. And there's a whole like story to it. You can look it up. I think I heard something like one of the prizes got lost in a warehouse and nobody knows if it's where it is or if it still exists. It's almost like an urban legend, perhaps. This is a game I played last week. It's a double ender, as they call it, by Zonox, Ghost Manor, and Spike's Peak. And look, it has double ends. To me, as a very small child, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And I also thought it was cool that look at the company name Zonox. Look at that Zonox. It's the same, whether it's this way or that way. But yeah, the games weren't fantastic. They had a couple of these, or 3 or 4 of them. Anyway, I have some Intellivision games which I'll skip because it's not an Intellivision stream. I got a really like Water Damage or something Stampede, which is a game by Activision. You just lasso these cows as a cowboy or something. Ryan says AI Acorn supposedly had them. What, the cassettes? Other than the one those prizes from the Sword Quest games. Okay, other than the one guy that won. Okay. Oh, sorry, Al Acorn, not AI. Al Acorn. Okay, I don't know who Al Acorn is though, unfortunately. Laser Blast. It's a pretty fun one. I have like a remake of this for Intellivision called like Laser Sharks. It's like sharks shooting lasers at you. Here is a Mickey Mouse game called Sorcerer's Apprentice. I don't really remember how that works. Emily, my wife says, please tell me all these came from your dad's house. Yes, they did, honey. I did not just buy all of these. That's funny. I'll put this in my Jaguar box. By the way, thanks for joining, honey. This is a terrible game, but it is for Jaguar. I won't get into that because it's not a Jaguar stream. But look what I found, guys. I was describing what the Supercharger is. Well, I found the Supercharger itself. This is it. You plug this end into your cartridge slot, And here we have the coil. I'm surprised it doesn't look horribly destroyed or anything. This is just a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. You plug this into the output of your tape player, and you press play. You load up the cartridge that says press play on tape. You press play. It's literally just playing audio, and it comes over this 3.5 millimeter, also known as a headphone jack kind of headphone plug, and the game loads that way. And this allows the Atari to have a lot more RAM. Relatively speaking, you have to realize is it RAM or ROM that it extends? It might be both. I don't remember. But anyway, you have a lot more. I'm just trying to remember. Is it RAM? So the games were kind of more advanced. They weren't like night and day, in my opinion. But I guess if you see, I could play Dragon Stomper in a bit. You'll see that's kind of an advanced game. Here's Dolphin. Another game I played with my daughter recently. You're a dolphin trying to escape and or kill a squid who's chasing you. All right, this is a bunch of controls that are for a computer, so I'm going to set those aside. Here we have football. I never got into this game. I remember kind of just trying it a few times. I don't think I understood how football in real life worked at the time. Pardon me, the dust. Once again, I should have worn a mask or something. Gleeman X says the supercharger looks like Egon's PKE meter. That's funny. Here we have Snoopy and the Red Baron. Yeah, this is taking a little longer than I expected. I'll try to go a little faster. The arcade classic Crystal Castles. We have golf. Word Zapper. This is like an educational game. You have to like zap the layers as they scroll by with your spaceship, and I think before each level it would tell you what you had to spell, which was kind of silly in retrospect if I'm remembering it right, because it would spell the word for you. Then you just have to like zap the right letters basically. Bowling. A game I played last week. Mountain King. Hey, look, it's got where did that sticker come from? I don't know why I'm finding that so amusing. This is another subject that my daughter's into lately. Gremlins. She has to tread this line carefully, though, because she likes Gizmo but is afraid of the Gremlins. So we have to find her Gizmo-only content. Robot Tank. Oink by Activision. For some reason, I feel like the Activision titles all get this black crap on it. Not any of the other ones quite so much. Like Mountain King, well, that's a black label, so maybe it's not a good example. But look at Gremlin. Obviously they all have dust and stuff on it. But all the Activision titles get this black pattern on it for some reason. And Gleeman X says, I noticed the golf game is only 9 holes. They didn't have enough storage space for the full course. That's right. That's probably what it was. Ryan said, do Gremlins love and get married? Yes, they do. Wait, what? That's right. She asked me that question recently, and I think I relayed it. Cosmic Arc. I used to like that game a lot. Boy, we're still going here. Okay. Here we got Haunted House. I have like these three piles on my desk. I might have to like stop stacking them, or it's going to be spectacular when it falls over. I have room for a fourth. I have to pick up my phone. Here's River Raid. Oh, look, it's me again with what the hell is that? The Cheshire Cat or something? River Raid. Skiing. Skydiver. I remember this being like a really stupid, simple, fun game. What'd you have to like land safely and like open your parachute at the right time or something like that? Like one of those games that's like you can learn the mechanics in about 3 seconds, but then it's a lot of fun nonetheless. Next up, Private Eye. I played that on the stream once. Vanguard, based on an arcade game. Shoot 'em up. Outer Space. I played this last week. The interesting thing was, I don't know what the story is. Maybe you could clarify, Ryan. I feel like there were a lot of games that some of them were put out by Telegames, and they were like the same exact thing as some other game by maybe Atari, but with a different name. I don't know if that was a piracy thing or that must have been legal though, right? Maybe they just somehow acquired the rights, but they have to call it something else. I don't know. I really don't know the story, but I'm sure Ryan knows it. Maybe somebody else knows it too. Demons to Diamonds. I think it's a paddle game, and unfortunately, yeah, look, it says use with paddle controllers. That's again, I could not get the paddles to work tonight. I spent like an hour trying video chess. If you really want to play chess with an extremely slow AI opponent, you can play that one. This is, oh, the label's gone, but it has these games on it. Tanks, jet planes, biplanes. Could it be combat maybe? All right, we're getting toward the bottom of the barrel here. It doesn't necessarily mean the worst game, but we're getting to the bottom of it. Oh, Sky Skipper. For some reason, I cannot imagine right now what this is. Most of these games, I can immediately conjure up an image of what it plays like. But I don't know what Sky Skipper is. Superman. Yeah, this is a pretty bad game, Superman. Survival Run. What the heck is that? I don't remember Survival Run, and the face label is gone for some reason. Yeah, I think that's a rebranded combat. I think you're right. Ryan says he had Sky Skipper. All right. Circus Atari. I used to like this one too. It's another paddle game, right? I think it's a paddle game. You have these little it's like seesaw thing, and you launch one of your acrobats into the air and then catch them on the other end of the seesaw, and they like go on forever doing that with perpetual motion, I guess, until somebody splatters to their doom. Here's the face label for Survival Run. I don't remember what this is either. It's by Milton Bradley, apparently. It's interesting when you go back in time, you find all these interesting companies involved in video games like CBS. Here we go, Ryan. It's your game. Video pinball. All right, just about. Oh, here's another small stack of games. We have about 10 left. No, these are Coleco games, so I won't count those. Oh, these are Coleco. Oh, some of them are Coleco games for Atari, and some of them are ColecoVision games. Donkey Kong, Coleco game for Atari. Mousetrap. I forgot that existed. Donkey Kong Jr., but it rings a bell. Mousetrap. Here we have Speedway 2. I cannot remember that one. It's another Telegames version. Oh, Tutankhamun. Galaxian. There's an arcade classic. And Gleeman X says Atari Donkey Kong was the very first video game he played. Everybody's favorite game's coming up. Arturo, are you in the house? Your favorite game of all time is right here. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, the infamous game that everybody suddenly decided is the worst game of all time. And there's a whole legendary story about it being dumped in the landfill in Arizona, was it? New Mexico? I don't know. And I think it's not an F game. It's like a D plus or a C minus if I'm feeling generous. And you have to give it the appreciation that the designer slash programmer was under the gun to get it done extremely quickly. And anyway, I'm not going to defend it. It's not great, but it's not the worst game of all time. Here we go. The last game of the evening, Freeway. Why did the chicken cross the road? I played that last week, actually. And here is randomly, what the hell is this? Well, I didn't have this cartridge, but I have the manual for something called Human Cannonball. What is that? I don't remember that. But here's what apparently what a screenshot would look like. They usually fake these images or modify them, but I think it was so hard to take a picture of the screen, they would often just kind of draw a graphic sometimes. All right, well, that's it. Part of me is considering washing my hands because of the grime that I I'm going to do that real quick. I'll be back in like 30 seconds, guys, and then we'll play some games. I'm going to try to mostly play games that I physically just pulled out of that box just for the fun of it. That's just going to be the theme. So bear with me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Ryan said they're def the worst games on Atari. Which sorry, I missed what you were referring to because I guess I didn't read it in time. Is it ET? All right, so yeah, if you want to call out one of the games that I had in this pile, feel free to do so. Once again, I tried desperately to get paddle controllers to work, but I could not. So which games are worse than ET? That's what I get. That's what I'm not getting at. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Anyway, I'm going to look at my stack here and pick something. But if you guys can feel free to call out something. Ryan says, "Video pinball. Your wish is my command." Yeah, I'm no good at that, but I'll give it a try. Do I not have video pinball? That would be a crime. That can't be. I got the whole like 2-sec thing. Is it called toe-sec or 2-sec? I can always download it real quick. How about search pinball? I have big pinball. The heck? Oh, video pinball is borderline worse than ET. I thought you liked it. Or am I thinking of a different game? Anyway, I have just found the game real quick. By the way, I'm a big believer that I don't know if the law would agree with me, but if you if you physically own a copy of a cart, you should be able to play any emulated ROM you want. I don't see how anyone could have a problem with that. But maybe I'm sure Nintendo would not be happy with that because they're big corporate bullies, as we all know. But Nintendo's not involved here, so hooray. Anyway, now we have video pinball. All right. And Ryan says, no, it's still my fave, but mostly for nostalgia. All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's play some video pinball. Let's see, how do we start? So you use the left and right on your joystick to move the flippers. And you press down to pull the plunger, and I guess the button goes. Yep, there we go. Oh, up will do both of them at the same time. It's not a bad control scheme. It seems like most video game pinball games have settled on like the D-pad is the left paddle and the button is the right one. Now, what is the button doing this? Is it like for tilting? I think it is probably. Whoa, what's this thing doing? I guess there's supposed to be bumpers on the side. I just died. That's right. Most pinball games will have like a second screen below, but not this one. This thing has some springiness. I guess it's supposed to be. You imagine there's some springy bumpers here and there. Oh, right down the middle. Midnight pinball is superior, says Ryan. Okay. I remember you can get those ones to change to 2 somehow. I guess you get them. I don't know. You do something. You hit certain things. Okay. I guess we're gonna do that all day then, huh? Going back. Gotta plunge it again. Bong. I just kind of gently pulled it. I was hoping to get it in that Atari thing. An Atari icon. So is the button really to tilt? Let me try it. I didn't notice anything happened, but maybe it did. Ryan said sometimes you have to do very little in the game as it just bounces around. Oh, I hate when it goes down the center. Did I just lose my game? Yeah, I think it's game over. I'll give it one more try. All right, I actually got some of those diamonds at the top. Oh. I think the numbers will increment at the top every time I get it through that those 2 like the vertical parallel lines, but it's not having much luck so far. I don't know how the bottom squares will increment, but that's a new one. Haven't gotten that to happen so far. So it seems like a very basic thing, probably. I do remember thinking the NES pinball game was like god tier when that came out. Probably because I was this was my previous reference point, perhaps. But, this is okay for what it is, though. And what year was this? Like 1980, 79, something like that. You gotta appreciate that always. I'm expecting an answer very soon, Ryan. What year is video pinball? Bunk. Yeah, you get in there. Oh, man. Maybe I should try tilting it. No, we got it. Oh, cool, I got an Atari at the bottom somehow. What, do you get 3 Ataris if something happens? No. I hate that. Yeah, let me try it. I'm going to try tilting next time that happens. I think what you do is you press the button and then move the stick a direction. Oh, no, don't go on the left. I think I just tilted successfully, and it went to the left bumper. I didn't actually activate the left bumper, but I think it saved me. All right, that's it. I don't really want to play this anymore. All right, so that was video pinball. I'm terrible at it. I'm not that into it either. And did anybody else call out a game? Otherwise, I'll pick something. I think I'll pick something. I also have big pinball, medium pinball, mini golf. Should I play that golf game? Oh, Gleam says Snoopy. All right. For whatever reason, that's a game I recall not playing a lot of, but I could try it. Snoopy and the Red Baron. All right. That's supposed to be Vince Guaraldi music. Let's try playing. Oh, still playing music. Take that, Red Baron. Am I supposed to go anywhere or just kind of shoot him? Guess you want to be on his tail more than vice versa. Is that a bone? Was that good that I got? I guess Snoopy likes bones, so I destroyed him. Take that, Red Baron. What was that? Dumpling? Oh, I just shot the root beer, I think. Was that a human bone, you think, Ryan? Yeah, maybe it was. I noticed if you don't hold down the fire, it fires longer distance. The skull and crossbones, I'm not falling for that one again. For whatever reason, I don't remember playing this much. I feel like maybe we got it in my household when I had mostly moved on from Atari, or I don't know. It was something I tried once and was like, whatever. Maybe I just didn't like it. Maybe I sucked at it. Sometimes I would be averse to games that I sucked at. And yet I played video pinball. That was like a twin popsicle, I think, right there. Why did the Red Baron turn into popsicles? Was that a hamburger? Oh, you shot me. If you order a hamburger and that's a fry and it's all white like that, you should send it back. Do not eat a solid white hamburger, including the bun. What's happening? It was making me go right just then, so I thought it was like advancing me to the next level or something. Maybe says this game seems way more advanced in combat. Alright, I guess that was the first level, perhaps. He barely shot at me. It was almost like he was trying to not face me, so... Alright. Cleemax says he'll trade me his combat for my Snoopy. Excuse me. Oh, I'm assuming that's bad to get. That would make sense, right? He's shooting more now, you can see. What's that? Was that a tooth? Ice cream? I shot out the Red Baron's tooth. That's a moon pie? Or a... I don't know what else. Maybe just the moon. I guess they have color palette issues. You saw on the victory screen, it was able to give the objects like some color depth to them. But I guess in this screen it can't do that. I don't really know the specific limitations of Atari graphics. The only old school console I've tried programming for is in television, and I'm actually actively working on a project for that. It's amazing the weird quirks there are in these ancient machines. Like, oh, I just got shot. Alright, so I lost one life. I had 4 at the bottom before, now I have 3. There's my dumpling again. Take that, Red Baron. Alright. He's not actually red, is he? He's the Orange Baron. Oh. Alright, so he's getting a little more dangerous now, but he's still like barely shooting. And Gleeman says, I feel like this is a game that the developers care enough to do a good job with. I'm looking at you, E.T. You know, I have the book by the developer of that E.T. game. It's like his whole story with that. And I haven't read it yet, but I should. Don't know what I'm waiting for. Give me that root beer. He just like crashed into the sky and turned into a hamburger. Alright, Red Baron is a wuss. You're a wuss, Red Baron. I'm gonna start kicking my butt now. As it is, though, you know, he mostly turns away from you, and then he turns around so slowly that it's not that hard to outmaneuver him. But it's already going a little faster, though, it seems like. I guess the game starts out really easy. It's just because maybe they were kind of marketing towards young kids. They didn't want little Johnny to be crying because the game kicked his butt in 5 seconds. No fair, he goes higher than I'm able to. It seems like when he touches the sky, the top of the screen, he turns into an object, which is not. It doesn't give me a kill point. Like I get a kill point in the lower left, I think, every time I kill him. It adds one of those like black images. I'm not sure if he heals after that. That would be kind of not good. Oh, he almost got me there for sure. Oh, and there. Alright, is that the level? Alright, Gleeman, let's ask what kind of controller are you using? I'm using this guy here. This is kind of a recently released, kind of a remake of an 8-bit computer controller. A lot of people who use Commodore seem to have this one for some reason. A lot of people play Commodore. Dan the Man's here. Hey Dan, he says, I like how you can see the bullet holes accumulated across Snoopy's doghouse. Tiny little detail in the game without much detail. Oh, somehow I didn't even notice that. And Ryan said, I love 2600, but I have to admit the controller is tough on your hand. Well, the original one is for sure. I gotta pay attention to the bullet holes. I didn't notice before. That is a cool detail, though. I mean, once I see it, I'll think it's cool. But oh yeah, look at that! I got the bullet holes. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get getting bullet holes fast now. Yeah, now he's tricky. Take that. Ooh. Alright, another dead Baron. How many red Barons are there? Oh my goodness. I'll get you, Beer Baron. No, you won't. Sorry, random Simpsons quoting is a major hobby of mine. Yes, I'm that insufferable guy. No, I hopefully I don't do it too much. Oh. Another level completed. Wow, look at all the junk food I'm accumulating. I can have quite a party now. I got pie, bones, all this stuff. Pizza. Whatever that lump is above the pizza. Is that ice cream? Yeah, this is not the original Atari controller, but I do have some fatigue in my hands. I might just give up at some point from that. I don't know. I think this Beer Baron has it coming to him. Beer Baron, I mean, Red Baron. All right. As always, by the way, guys, if you want me to adjust the game volume, please let me know. If it's too soft or too loud, I want it to be just right, but I can't always tell for sure without your feedback. You know, I can look at the levels, but... Alright, thanks, Gleeman Exorcist. Sounds just right. Da -da 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 -da. I feel like I'm just gonna do one more level. I mean, I don't want to sound like too overconfident, but I feel like I I might be able to go a long time unless the difficult really ramps up. So I think I'm just gonna do one more level. I want to play some other games. It's already getting late. But who knows? Maybe this level will be the one that does me in. You suck, Red Baron. It's fun watching the flash of light as he crashes. Oh, this took a hit. Then he turned into root beer. And a hamburger. Took a hit. I think that's the hardest, when he just kind of comes off screen and shoots me unexpectedly. When I'm actually in the dogfight with him, he's not hard at all. I think that's the level, right? Yeah, alright, I'm done now. I call myself... I declare myself the victor of this game. I own this game. But yeah, I mostly just want to play some other stuff. Liam and I said this is one of the coolest Atari games I've ever seen. It could be that it had some of the worst Atari games. Could be, I guess. And Dan says, I remember the original comic strip Snoopy liking drinking root beer. Yes, he did. Don't remember any of the other foods, though. Yeah, he definitely did like root beer. All right, that's it for Snoopy and the Red Baron. I'm going to pick a game from my big pile here, my stack of 4. How about a little Berserk, or actually Chopper Command? I was just looking at the label for that, which shows kind of a screenshot, and I remember thinking it was so cool back in the day. It has like these multiple enemies you gotta shoot. There's like trucks on the bottom and other stuff like that. There's things in the air too. There we go, Chopper Command. I don't quite remember how to play. I guess you just fly around and shoot, but yeah, no problem. Gleamnex says, thanks, Mark. Really enjoyed seeing you play that Snoopy game. Yeah, no problem. I enjoyed playing it. Yeah, I guess it is a little on the easy side. You know, I'm not trying to be gloating here. I kind of started to feel like it was getting a little tedious almost, but maybe it was just designed for kids. Anyway, definitely a well-produced and, you know, game. It's got like good graphics and everything, good effects. But let's play some of Chopper Command. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Do you like drop bombs or just shoot forward? And what do we do about these guys in the ground? Oh. Oh, am I supposed to protect the trucks? I think I'm supposed to protect the trucks from these losers. They destroyed one of them already. Should I just go forward or what? You can see them on the map. They're like little orange rectangles flying around. Those are the bad guys. The trucks are on the ground. They're little orange dots on the ground. We got these jets that fly strangely, and another chopper to deal with. Oh man, I guess I can't rush into it like that. I can't rush into the fray. They're kind of dangerous, though. All right, this is 1982, by the way. Ryan said Activision has some of the best games. Yeah, definitely agreed. I feel like if you bought a random game off the shelf, any company, it could be hit or miss. Pick a game by Activision, Like a 90% chance it was at least decent. Usually much better than decent. Ugh. I gotta understand their patterns here. They shoot that thing vertically. And it explodes vertically into two pieces, up and down. Is that the only way anybody shoots in this game? Besides me? I'm trying to kill the trucks with it. They're doing a good job, too. Alright, I beat level finally. I always thought it was kind of neat when games had a little radar at the bottom that helps guide you where the enemies are and stuff. It makes it feel a little less like you're just randomly moseying along until you find something. Oh, hard game. Well, for me anyway. Definitely harder than Snoopy and the Red Baron. Do not kill my trucks. Somehow I feel like avoiding those shots is a little counterintuitive with the physics of them. Also, if I like turn around, they seem to almost move with me. Did anybody else notice that? Maybe I'm just delusional. Oh, they took out a truck. Yeah, see that? I guess you just don't turn around on a dime is all. You have some momentum. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. That makes sense. Ugh. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with this one. It's tough. All right, I'll give it another go or two, I guess. There's me trying to turn around. It's very. I guess I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't go fast and then try to turn around. I should just take it easy. You can't really do that move that I keep trying. Turning around on a dime. Oh. Oh, man. 2,600 is my score. Look at that. I don't know, man. The controls are difficult. All right, Gleamnex says, I remember how the original Atari controller would wear me out. It was like a manual gear shift on a rusted car. And Ryan says, great bullet sound effects. Yeah. The original Atari, given the time it came out, there wasn't really much precedent to go on, I mean... Yeah, it was good, but yeah, it wasn't super ergonomic or anything. It did the job, I thought. I actually had the problem with that they would break pretty often. All right. Start going to the left. Now we'll go pick up these guys. Go right here. They destroy the truck, unfortunately. Alright. Whoa. Man, they're killing all my trucks. Alright. This might be my best run so far. Okay, until that happens. They're zipping along like crazy. Look at these blue jets with their unrealistic flight patterns. Okay, another level beaten. All right, yeah, my best run of the night in this game. Chopper, come on! They're getting dangerous. Look how fast they're going. They're zipping around. Whoa! Ooh. Ah. Oh, I stuck up from behind me. All right, did anybody else know that game? You must have known it, right, Ryan? That was Jobber Command. I'm done with it for now. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. And every Activision game is pretty much worth giving a try. They're not all 10s out of 10s, but they're all good. At least the ones I played. One of my old favorites is staring at me in the eye. So I will play it. Cosmic Arc, let's go. This is a game that requires some quick reflexes as well. Cosmic Commuter, did I play that on a past stream? I think I did. It was like a first time playing the game. It was kind of interesting if I recall correctly. But where is Cosmic Art? Arc, that is, not art. All right, here we go. By iMagic. So yeah, you control this large UFO-like spaceship, and this is just a demo right now. The whole game is split into like these pairs of screens. You're in space like this to shoot these asteroids coming at you. You go up, down, left, right, shoot them really fast, and then you go down to this planet and you send out a little tiny UFO to beam up these aliens and bring them back before an asteroid hits you. Anyway, let's just play. And the audio, it just goes well with it somehow. There's these lasers along the side that try to zap you. I guess they don't come on the first planet that you reach. But there's a time limit. Eventually, the UFO is going to go bam, 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 and an asteroid's about to hit it. There we go. I gotta go now. I only get one, unfortunately. Just made it in time. That was a difficult alien to capture for some reason. I don't know why I'm capturing them, by the way. Maybe for science. This time I'll get him. There we go. There's some more aliens. Now we get the lasers. The lasers get you just drop the aliens that you have in the little green UFO. Okay, I got both. Let's go, 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 go. I actually missed one. See, it gets difficult. They start coming at you fast, and those reddish asteroids kind of zigzag, so they don't come at you directly. I mean, they do, but sometimes they're a little bit skewed, and your laser misses them. Ah, damn. I guess you only lose one of the aliens. Or maybe I didn't collect the second one fully. I don't know. In any case, I only had to get one after my ship got blown up by the laser. I've got little doggy looking guys. They look like little dachshunds. Now it's gonna start getting hairy, I feel like. Come on, I'm trying to save you. Or something. Oh, alright. I'll have to forego that one. Yeah, it looks like you drop one of the aliens when you get shot by the laser. I find it really satisfying how the pitch of each beep increases as you're zapping those asteroids. It like gives you kind of a clue about when you're about to wrap up the whole barrage of the asteroids coming. Okay, we got these ducky-looking things, whatever they are. Maybe they're sperms that are bouncing around. They're standing on the tail. Oh. Yeah. Didn't get any of them. All right. You have that meter at the bottom. I don't exactly know how it works. I think every shot you shoot uses a little bit of it, and every time your big ship gets destroyed, you use some of that energy. Not sure about the little one. Because it doesn't show the energy on the screen. I don't know about this one. Okay. Here we have some bats flying around. Or airborne worms flopping around. I don't know. Maybe they're just the letter W or U. Nice. Whew. That thing was really coming at me. Oh, I missed that one. Shoot. All right. That's my first death. You can see my red meter went down quite a bit. Oh. Yeah, now I'm going to start taking a lot of hits, it feels like. Oh, come on. See that one? The red ones, they sometimes go around your shot. They're not fair. That was pretty much my game over almost. One more hit it would have been, I think. Oh. Dang it. Alright, I guess I have to go home empty-handed on this one. Oh, jeez. I don't know why I didn't... For some reason it didn't click that I had to actually do that. Alright, that's it. And you can see the little ship takes off as the big one, as the mothership explodes. That time what happened, though, was I think actually the aliens, the little ones that you pick up, replenish your red meter, your energy meter. And what happened there was basically exactly on zero. So all I did was shoot upward once, and that was me expending my last breath. So I think I essentially died at that moment, before the asteroid even hit me, sort of. Or maybe I couldn't shoot because I had no energy. I think that's what it was. I'm looking at the replay to see how it worked. Yeah, I couldn't shoot because I had no energy. All right, that was some Cosmic Arc. That's a fun game that really ramps up the tension. A lot of fun. And Dan the Man said I remember the rubber sleeve on the joystick. Yeah, it would eventually come off. And the circular base of the plastic joystick would eventually crack. Yep, definitely. And I'd try to super glue it back to try to repair it. All right, Gleeman said that looked like a quality game. Definitely met expectations. Yeah, I dig that one. I mean, definitely a lot of fun. Let's do Berserk, guys. Berserk. We don't get to hear the very amusing taunts like chicken fight like a robot, but that's okay. I like seeing that there's these. I have like various what seem to be homebrews. Like people probably made modifications of the game. That sounds really cool to me. Even though I don't know what they are, but I kind of like the idea of variants of Berserk. But I'm gonna play the real Berserk for now. Yeah, this one's not bad. It does a great job of being a port of the original minus the voice. There is a voice adapter called the Atari Vox. It's a voice synthesis adapter that I actually have one of them because it works with Vectrex too, and I used to play Vectrex games. I'm trying to see if I have it over here on my right. I probably do, but I have to dig through a box. But yeah, I would like, dollars to donuts bet that somebody has made an Atari Vox version of Berserk where they talk. Okay, Ryan's going to bed. See you are leaving the stream at least. So good night, Ryan. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. But now let's get berserk, guys. When they walk into the walls, they die. They're not very well programmed robots. All right, walk into the wall, please. Thank you. All right. There's no like geography to the game. You just leave the level via one of the exits, but it's not like you're in any coherent map that you're like traversing. I'm not sure if Frenzy, the sequel to Berserk, changes that at all. But I always thought it would be cool if maybe you had basically the same exact game, but it doesn't need this necessarily, by the way, but it had like a coherent thing and you're trying to get to a certain location and find a certain object or upgrade your weapon to fight the boss or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need that, but that could be fun. I do appreciate the simplicity of it. You don't have to get into anything fancy. You're just trying to stay alive. There's a lot of robots trying to kill you. You can exploit their dumbness sometimes. It's satisfying when that happens. If you take too long, Evil Otto comes and gets you. In my own particular, whoa, well that's, my own particular, what was I gonna say, my own particular sort of way of speaking, thinking about that mechanic of an invincible, you know, tough guy that comes when you take too long. Anytime I see that mechanic in a game, I call that the Evil Otto of the game. So that's, to me, Evil Otto is the iconic version of such a thing. Like, there's somebody like that in, for example, Bubble Bobble. Hello, Jeremiah Thomas. Says, robotic suicide. Which variation is this? This is just the basic Atari 2600 Berserk. I didn't play any variation. I'm kind of curious about what variations are available. And if you mean like the options in the game, I didn't change those at all. I don't know what the options do even. I assume they're like difficulty or something, but oh, so I just went with the basics, whatever's default. Oh, well, that's me bungling it. Oh, they shoot fast now, yeah. Wow. Okay, Jeremiah says this game one. Yeah, it must be. I didn't change the game number. He said Evil Otto doesn't appear in this one. Okay, I feel like it's okay. Yeah, he hasn't come yet. They're still kicking my butt, but it feels like it's missing something without Evil Otto. I miss you, Evil Otto. Their shots seem way fast. I don't think they go that fast in the arcade version. Maybe I'm just delusional. Like, I feel like usually you have an opportunity. I guess you just have to not get in their line of sight at this point. But I feel like in the arcade version it doesn't get that fast. It's not to say that it's easy or anything. It's definitely hard in the arcade. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to worry about Evil Otto, so I could try to pick this guy off. And I could also just leave, but you get a bonus if everybody dies. If every robot dies, that is. Oh. There we go. I was about to get him. I just got the pixels lined up right, but he suicided first. Now it's interesting. The hand that you shoot at can make a big difference in your gunfights in this game. When you face down, you shoot with the right, my right, sort of. Okay. And yeah, you can, without Evil Otto, it totally lets you just wait him out, usually. I feel like that's a game changer, and kind of feels kind of cheap, almost. So I'll play again after this without with Evil Otto. Did I die? No, I think this is probably my last life. Walk into the wall. Imagine making a, designing a robot so badly that, there's two bad things. First, they have such a bad pathfinding algorithm that they walk into walls. And also, they're in a universe where touching a wall means instant destruction. Like, whoa. It's a pretty bad design flaw, then. Come on, step over. Oh no, they're all coming for they're coming for the wall, that is. Alright, Jeremiah says in game 2 you have a shootable evil auto, and 3 you cannot shoot him. Okay, so in the arcade you cannot shoot him. It's kind of cool that they give you the option. Oh, alright, that's it for me, I guess. No. Where does it say you're alive? I thought it said, like, I thought it, I'll just keep playing, whatever. Oh, there, I got one. It only showed it sometimes, though. Okay. That's right. You can, yeah, you can have the pixels shoot through the neck gap. That's right, Dan the man. It's kind of funny. I've seen that before. It's kind of cool when your bullets line up too, and they cancel each other out. Come on, step into my lair. Yeah, well, it would have been more satisfying if my bullet had killed him. I should have had him there. Oh well. My bad. I must be getting extra lives, given the number of times I'm dying. Would you get one every 1,000 or something? Can't be that much. Oh, Jeremiah knows this game very well, so thanks for the information, Jeremiah. He says every 1,000 points on games 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I must have gained 8 extra lives by now, basically, and that's why I've been able to die so often. Definitely not like that in the original arcade. Anyway, this guy's got me in a bit of a stalemate. I could just leave the screen, or I could try to manipulate him. That works. What time are we at in the real world? 11:11. Ah. Yeah. I kind of like the little mini showdowns you wind up in. But yeah, I'm used to playing the arcade one, and it's kind of like you don't really have the opportunity to spend too much time doing that, because Evil Otto will get you. I kind of appreciate this in its own right, not having Evil Otto. Like, generally, I think it's a better game with him, but I can just have these little stalemates where we each make a little tiny adjustment, trying to pick off the other guy. We take our time with it. Yeah. My daughter is afraid of this game. I like the arcade version because of the voices. Oh, that would have been cool if it had gone right through my neck hole. Right on my neck hole. All right, I'm gonna try a round with Mr. Evil Otto. I'll make him unshootable. What do I do? Press There we go. Level 3. How many games are there? 4, 5, 6. Wow. I'll go. Oh my goodness. I always appreciate that. A lot of Atari games just have so many options, different ways to tweak the game. But yeah, let's play with Mr. Evil Otto. Here he comes. In his evil smiley glory. Isn't there some like urban legend about Evil Otto? Somebody played Berserk in real life for so long that Evil Otto killed him or something. Oh, yeah, that wasn't the right way to play. I wonder if he always appears in that spot. I don't think he did the other times. Yeah, definitely got to be cognizant of Evil Otto's approach. Maybe he does appear in that spot always. Oh no, he does not. Is it random or is there logic to it? I wonder if he like appears in one of a few spots and he maybe appears at the closest one to you. Or it could just be plain random. Here it comes. No. Well, shoot. Oh, that's a good point, Jeremiah. Jeremiah said the gift appears wherever you appeared. Yeah, wherever you spawn, I guess. That way you can't just hang around where you started, like I just kind of did. That's a pretty neat mechanic, actually. That would be sensible logic. Makes you gotta run. Yeah. Run from Evil Otto Man. Everybody's favorite happy face-based villain. Man. It's gonna come already. I gotta get out of it. Yeah. Wonder how much time you even get. 30 seconds? Oh. I'm shaking my head in disappointment at myself. Yes, get out of here. See who we can pick off. Or Otto gets us. Cool, cleared the level. Man. There, that was dumb. Yeah. Evil Otto. Damn you, Evil Otto. Gotta move. Evil Otto's coming to town. Oh. Yeah, you don't have the time for those shootouts. Alright, it's definitely a lot harder with Evil Otto. Fun game, Berserk. Great port. A lot of arcade ports to Atari 2600 can be hit or miss, but I think Berserk is a big hit. Speaking of which, why don't we play the opposite end of the spectrum just for the fun of it? An arcade game that sucked. Infamously sucked for Atari 2600, and that is none other than Pac-Man. And that gets the most notoriety, mostly because Pac-Man was a hugely famous game, obviously, and everybody loved it. Do I not have it? Oh my goodness. I will acquire it quick, and I do legit have it. In case anyone was wondering. I'm playing all the games from my stack, by the way. For those who missed the beginning, I went through an old box of cartridges, and I showed them all off. And I'm playing strictly, maybe I don't have to be strictly, but so far I've been strictly playing games from that box, just because it's a fun little theme. All right, here we go. Pac-Man's coming to town. Instead of Evil Auto. All right, here we go. This is yeah, this is the big disappointment for all the kids in what year was this? 82 that it came out for. Sorry, I don't know. It looks like 81. Wow. Well, I don't know if what I'm reading is correct. Let me check real quick. Yeah, 82. That seems a little weird. The site I downloaded from said similar games are from 81. Oh no, it says 81 right on the screen here. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, this is what it's like the whole game. There's a lot of flickering of the ghost. Yeah, let's play. The dots are these like large hyphens almost. You don't get the wonderful, cheerful tune from the arcade. You get. Yeah, the feel is quite different too. I can definitely not do this badly in real Pac-Man. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, all things considered, it really isn't terrible. But I guess people had an expectation of Pac-Man to look and play like the one they knew and loved. And it is interesting that this console is totally capable of having a good Pac-Man because some homebrewer made it. I'm having trouble with the controls too, just like going where I'm trying to go. Let's try using a power pellet. The flickering is kind of annoying. Yeah, I meant to go left there, but again, I'm having a lot of trouble controlling. Alright, let's try again. But yeah, back to the earlier question. Looks like Jeremiah answered you. Gleam, actually, there's no end to Berserk. It just keeps going. It drives you berserk. Till the robot catch up with you. Oh, I'm dead. I got too greedy. Basically, none of my Pac-Man instincts apply in this version. Oh, including when to do that, like when to lead him on, then at the last second get the power pellet. It's totally different feel, totally different timing. There's the fruit. It looks like one of those bonkers candies, a chewable candy with the 2 layers. Maybe that's what they were going for. You think they could draw a crude cherry or something? I don't know. I do feel like it is harder, as you say, Gleam and X. I feel like catching the ghosts is easier though somehow. I'm not sure why. But I had the Atari 8-bit computer version of this game, Pac-Man, and that was kind of my go-to for Pac-Man. It was way better than this one. And that was the game my mom liked. That was like the one game she liked at all. Like, period. Pac-Man for Atari 8-bit. Alright, might as well get this last power pellet. And finish the level after killing them. Deleting their souls from existence. Cool, I got the bonkers chewable candy. Oh, I had the warning that it was turning, so that's my own fault. Alright, let's keep going. Ah, those ghosts behave very differently. I don't like your misbehaving. When they come out of the box at the beginning, that's very different. That's what I'm getting at. the deal with the hyphen-like dots? I mean, couldn't they have made the same number of dots, but just made them dots? Maybe it would look like it's too sparse if they had done that. They look like big, you know, dashes, big lines. Oh, I glanced at the chat and I got killed. But Jared reminds me my favorite Pac-Man is probably the 5200 one. But I'm not a huge Pac-Man fan, so I'm not looking for the most accurate for it. Okay. I actually like Ms. Pac-Man the best, period, personally. Just plays better. No. Alright, I'm done with this one. That was the famous or infamous Pac-Man ports for Atari 2600. What time we at? Almost 11:30. All right. Yeah, so this has been fun. I'll play a little bit longer tonight. Once again, I was really hoping to get my paddles working. And long story short, it was quite difficult to do so. I don't know. I can play a silly game Oink. It's not very good. This might be the least my least favorite Activision game that I can think of. It's something I liked as a kid, but now I revisited it kind of recently, and I was like, oh, this actually isn't good. I'm not one to do that often, by the way. I'm not one of these people who says, oh, you know, I just liked this back in the day because I didn't know better, or a lot of people have this default assumption that something old is bad, and they say, oh, it doesn't hold up. Before they even play it, they say, I doubt any of those games would hold up. Anyway, Oink is, well, I didn't have a very good time when I played it recently, but I'll give it a shot anyway. I'm kind of just demoing it to my daughter. So this wolf, for those who don't know, the wolf is the big bad wolf. He's trying to blow these holes through my straw house, and I drop bricks of straw to fill them in. It's very easy at first, but it gets harder for sure. I mean, yeah, it's not really bad. I just feel like I remember liking him better. Probably would not be my top choice of Atari games generally. Yeah, I think I overstated it first. It's not bad. But also, Activision games I have a high expectation of, because they're usually also great. Can you, like, have the second controller control the wolf? I think you might be able to do that. So it kind of becomes a challenge when you're trying to fill in holes on one end and all your bricks are on the opposite end. The bricks don't replenish until you've grabbed them all. That's kind of part of the challenge. Like, if you have some breathing room, you can take some time to go to the end like how I just did. There's some, you know, there's some little bit of thought you have to put into it besides just grabbing bricks and dropping them. Also, you know, when this blast from the wolf gets you, it kind of pulls you in, but if there's a barrier in the way and you can't fit through, then you spring back out of his grasp and you're safe. So you can just plant some bricks accordingly that you can't fit through the gaps. Oh, that's a bit too big of a gap for my comfort. There he goes. That's his first time hitting me. I've got a big old gap there. My tail just caught the brick. The biggest problem is a lot of times I grab the brick and it makes me drop it immediately. I'm not sure why. I want to carry it over often, but I think if there's a place immediately below you to drop it, it will automatically drop it. If there's not, you can carry it. I got way too much of a gap there, obviously. No, whew, I saved my own tail there. Literally. Oh, oh no. Oh, he got me. When he gets me, I just walk away. Now I'm the pig who makes his house of wood. Before I was a straw pig. Sorry, I'll have to catch up on the chat when I have a moment. Thanks for joining me, by the way, guys, and welcome Jeremiah. We also had Andy before. I don't know if Andy's still here, and Eric Johnson. Believing that it's a pretty hopping place tonight. We had Ryan. My wife stopped by a little bit to tell me, I hope you didn't get those games just now. I hope, I hope those are from your dad's. He doesn't want me to pick up extra clutter base, but I don't know if you're still there, honey. Not sure what my top score is in this game. I used to be able to go for a pretty long time, I feel like. I think I took a photo of this game. It had like a high enough score to try to get a patch for it or something, but I never submitted it. We always did that in my house, though. We would take pictures of our good scores and then we would never bother to send them in. That's a shame. I'd be like, Dad, can you get the camera and take the picture? I think we had a Pitfall picture, a whole lot of them. So yeah, Activision would send you these patches if you... You know, like patches you could put on a jacket or whatever. If you did well in a game. Still wish I had actually submitted some of them. They weren't all mine. Some were probably my brother's high scores and everything. Yeah, I'm the brick piggy now. He's a brick hog. Ah, got me. Alright, so the wolf blew down the houses of the pig who made his house out of straw, of wood, and of brick. Alright, now I can catch up with you guys. Jeremiah says I introduced Sneak and Peek. Oh, I've played that once, I think. I feel like I didn't know what I was doing. A game almost everybody hates to my youngest a few months ago, and we had a blast. That's cool. Is it like hide and seek, I think? And there's some really good homebrew Pac-Man ports for 2600. Sure, I should check that out sometime for sure. Yeah, the wolf is shooting his tongue out like a frog gleaming X. I think he's supposed to be blowing. Like blowing. It's supposed to be blowing the house down, but then it doesn't make sense that he sucks you in when he gets through it. Dan says, Wolf kind of looks to me like more of an aardvark using his tongue, long tongue to destroy bricks and grab the pig. Yeah, kind of, I guess. If the lion's supposed to be a breath, it should have been white instead of pink. I guess it is his tongue. I mean, it works. It's a unique game for sure. All right. So yeah, maybe I'll run the stream till, let's say, midnight, which is still past my bedtime. But not insanely past my bedtime. Gotta balance those things, right? Yeah, I'm checking out my stack over here, my fat stacks of cards. Dolphin is a weird one. Crystal Castles. I don't think I'd want to play this version of Crystal Castles. I'll play Gremlins, maybe. Gremlins is not really great. Yeah, I want to see what the heck Survival Run is, because I don't remember. But I have it here. Guess it was not one of my favorite games back in the day if I don't remember it. But let's see if I could load up one of these Supercharger games too. I think it's worth playing Dragon Stomper, even though it wasn't in the box. I know I have it somewhere. Dragon Stomper is a pretty advanced game. Anyway, where the heck is What is it called? Survival Run by Milton Brother. Maybe it'll ring a bell. Oh. This at both. This at the same time rings a bell and doesn't. I like. I don't know. Let me just jump into it, I guess. Okay, I'm shooting these things in my little tunnel here, my 3D tunnel. I don't know. It has a pretty forgiving hit detection thing. What am I doing? Am I crashing? I guess I crashed. Am I supposed to go to the left or the right? Watch the map at the top. Okay. Oh yeah. I guess I have to go left or right when I hit the T intersection. I guess I'll go right because the left looks like it's in a dead end. Unless I'm supposed to like clean out something there. I don't know. Alright. Whoa. Okay, I guess I don't want to go there. So I guess he just aimed the crosshairs to the side to avoid those things. So no matter how much I mash the button. Let's go left. Flashing box controls the shield wall. Destroy it, says Garland. Okay, flashing box. Interesting, okay. Next time I find the flashing box, there we go. Oh, this thing. Oh, I got it. This thing. I see what you get. I see what you're getting at now. Okay. Cool. I'm going to try going into one of these dead ends for the heck of it. So to my left looks like a dead end. I'm hoping I don't just crash and die, but let's see. Okay, you just crash and die. Okay. Alright, so don't do that. I don't know, I don't think I remember this. It's interesting that I have it. I don't remember. Cool. That's my power at the bottom, and going through the shield lowers it. Okay. Dandaman says great mode 7 super scaling. The fact that they can do anything that resembles a first-person shooter almost on Atari is pretty neat. Gotta respect it. Sure, it's very limited, but... So who made this game? Survival Run. Milton Bradley, that's right, we did say that. I wonder how many games Milton Bradley tried to actually make. They were a board game company. Well, they did own the Vectrex after GCE sold it to them, basically. Special controller was called the Cosmic Commander? This game had a special controller? There's some bit of history I was not aware of. Let's go, I don't know, left. Oh, no. Yeah, I guess you can't go into any dead end, even if it's a long dead end. You have to go like the right path. It's just clicking that way. To me, it looked like there was a lot of room to explore, but it would be ultimately a dead end. So I guess if there's any dead end, you just can't go there. Now I have to actually look. Right, let's shoot that. Cool. I think I'm getting the hang of it a little bit. Okay, we're gonna head to the right at the next intersection. Might as well announce it ahead of time so I don't have to like look up at the last second. Well, actually, we're gonna head. What did I say? We're gonna head left. Did I say right? Gonna head left. And I'm ready for a shield wall. Okay, we're gonna turn right now. Here we go to the right, and then a left. don't even know what I'm shooting. These things don't get close enough for me to see them. Should I let one of them get close? I don't know. It looked like a little alien or something, I guess. A robot. Anyway, we're going left. Going right. And the next one is another right. It's pretty quiet. I don't know about this. A little too quiet, I may say. Okay, next up, we're headed to the left. And then right. Left. Yeah. Thanks, Jeremiah. Jeremiah says you're a good shot. I'll check the rest of your messages in a bit. Probably when I get the game over here. Left. Now we're going right. Next up, a left. Left. Appreciate the tips, by the way, Jeremiah. To the right. We're doing making a right. Next is a left. Left. There. All right, right is next. Then left. Oh, hey Stu, this game is called Survival Run. I have the physical carts for it, but I don't think I remember playing it. I remember almost all the other games I have. Tonight the theme is I started off the stream by going through an old box of carts, and I'm playing only games I have as physical carts. I also spent an hour trying to get my paddles to work. My paddle controllers to work before the stream, but I did not have luck. Anyway, yeah, it looks like you just shoot things and you try to get through this maze. You have to make right or left decisions. You have to look at the map at the top, not go in any dead ends or you just crash. So I'm gonna go right. No dead ends. You can't do any dead ends. Even if there's like a little bit of a tunnel, like a dead end where there should be some breathing room, no, you just can't make any decision that would result in a dead end at all, or you just crash. You have to start over. Alright, so I'm gonna make a left next, and we're almost at the end of the maze. Shoot that shield wall. There's like a little yellow rectangle that disables it. And if you hit the wall, you take some damage, I guess. So we're gonna go right. And next up we go right again. Followed by a quick left, I guess. Pretty quick left. Here we go. Now what happens? Oh, a boss. Something. Now I'm in the next maze. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm going right. Jeremiah says for some reason Milton Bradley shipped their games without the end label on, so you have to glue it. Oh. It's interesting. Yeah, I had it separate. Some of my labels came off naturally over time, and I had assumed that Survival Run was one of those, but it was actually, I guess for that reason. Oh, I didn't look. Oh well. I'm gonna stop now playing this game. Yeah, I have this. No, you know what it was? Not the end label, but the face label was off. I actually have this one on. Survival Run. All right, that was Survival Run. I think that game probably was impressive for the time just because of the 3D look. That's cool though. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that I'm discovering old games again. Like games I don't even remember playing. Most of these I definitely remember. Let's see what I got in my pile here. We got, I'll start throwing out some names. We got Gremlins, Football, Dolphin, Stampede, Fishing Derby. I played enough of that last time. Mountain King, I played that last time. Laser Blast, Sword Quest, Earthworld. God, do I dare? I'm kind of tempted to fire that up just for a little bit. It's kind of horrible. That was the game with the big contest and everything. There's a whole series of them actually. They got Fire World, Water World, and Earth World. What was it, like Air World never came out or something like that? I'll play a little bit of it because I'm masochistic. All right, Sword Quest. I don't remember how this works. Let's see. You have this screen if you hold down the button or press the button. It shows your inventory, I guess. But then what's at the bottom then? Is that your inventory too? Got two inventories? I don't know. You just kind of walk around until you find like a little challenging room that you have to like avoid obstacles in or something. And now I have different options. Are these like things on the floor? I don't really get it. Let me try selecting one. Yeah, it looks like you pick up things on the floor. What is this? It looks like a sword or something. Is this Atari Dungeons and Dragons? Says Gleeman X. Not really. This has a whole history behind it. You should check it out sometime. It's the crazy game that they made it hard as hell, and like there was a whole contest where you could win. Like these numbers were like part of a code you had to gather, I think. And it was all cryptic, and you didn't know what the hell you were doing basically. But yeah, there were like these fancy prizes to whoever could solve the puzzle or win the game or whatever. And like I think one of them was like a golden crown, or I think another one was a sword or something. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. I'm just kind of walking around. Yeah, I already got a clue. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, I'm sure somebody cracked it. Oh, it's page 16, panel 4. Okay. Can I use an object or something? Oh, what is this, a goat? Should I pick up this? I guess I should check this on every screen, right? It seems like there's different objects in every screen. But you can only carry so much, I guess. Where's one of like the little mini game rooms? It seems like so many of these horizontal tunnels don't go anywhere, so I have to only go up. I'll just go up forever. I said not gonna do it. If I go back down, is there like consistent geography to it or what? Yeah, I guess there is. Okay, the red room, the yellow room. All right. Whatever this color is. Oh, you have to press a button. Okay. Oh, got it. That's right. Yeah. These are fun little challenges. Sometimes pretty frustrating. Each one gets thicker. You get to each barrier that you have to sneak through. Oh, then you mess up once. That's where it gets frustrating. Cool. Now I can get a bottle of something and a lion. I don't know. but if I can't hold them, do they? Can I put something in its place? I don't know. I'll put down a candle. Jeez. Now I can take the bottle. Put down the dagger. Take this thing, or can I even take it? Usually the thing that's next to the door you can't take, it looks like. Not every game has a mini game, says Jeremiah. Alright, okay. Alright. Yeah, it's a pet gremlin. Here we have a ring or something. Yeah. Oh, are these all like astrological symbols that are next to the door? One of them look kind of like twins, and then we have this crab here. Yeah, it's our Gemini. Gemini. It's Gemini Man from Mega Man. Okay, here we got a game. What are we doing? What's that sound? Something's gonna get me. Oh. You just walk to the other side? What? So here's like Aries or something, I think. Alright, so here's some shoes. That's good. Good to have shoes. I don't know any of the things it does. And I don't know how to like judge what I should be getting. Can you like use them? I guess you can, right? You can put them down here. They probably just enable you to go to like certain areas or something. I don't know. I don't really know anything about what does what. I think you can probably look up a spoiler for this game. And you have to like remember where you drop stuff. Jeremiah says you're probably carrying an item that made the room easier. Ah, okay. What if I tried it again? Maybe I still have that item. Alright. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, there we go. Pisces. Yeah, they're definitely astrological symbols. Okay. I never picked up on that back in the day. Boy. Now we gotta play Frogger. Look at this. Frogger. Oh, I missed. I missed my jump. Okay. So a little bit of a lag when you press up. You don't instantly jump up, so you have to give it a moment. Yeah, like I did not just do. Basically jump a tiny bit in advance, I think. Oh. Yeah, Jeremiah says I had Firewall, but not the other two. I had two games. I don't remember which one. I think it was Earthworld and Fireworld. Or I might not have owned two. I might have like borrowed one from a friend. But I feel like I played this one the most. And didn't know what the heck I was doing. Oh. Yeah, so these can be frustrating. But at the same time, it's kind of satisfying when you finally pull it off. Just to get some objects that you don't know what the hell they do, though. Oh, what happened? It resized it. Yeah, they do move. Some of them move. Look at that. They resize or they shift around. Just to be extra painful. Oh. Huh. I'm catching up on the message here. Objects will stay in the room until... Yeah, so the objects do stay where you left them, is basically what Gleeman X is saying. Presumably quoting the manual. You see, oh yeah, it has instructions. Ah. You can't move left and right, which is somehow frustrating. I feel like if you could do that, it would feel nicer somehow. Argle bargle. I feel like it helps to reset it sometimes. I think I'm too tired for this. Let's try another one. Why is it that I can't go left and right ever? Do I need a... Oh, I can finally. Stu said he had to step away. Which one is it? This is Earthworld. I'm not expecting to do anything useful here. I'm just fooling around for a little bit. Yeah, play with paper and pens at the Gleeman. Yep. Write down every clue. Keep a log of every movement and its result for your future reference. Yeah. That would be smart to do, I guess. Alright, here we are again. I wonder if one of the objects I dropped would help me get through this one. Ugh. I just can't handle this. The thing is, I'm trying to anticipate like there's a little bit of a lag time when you jump. So you have to account for that. You don't jump right when it's above, right when the next platform is above you. You should jump like a split second before that, and that's what really messes me up. But this is like almost like playing Frogger, where the jumps are more challenging and you cannot move laterally. It would be more fun if it played the Frogger theme right now. Yeah, I waited too long on that one. I was looking at the final row. They had those three. They were kind of just, I don't know. I figured I had to wait for my second to last jump, or it wouldn't be lined up with the last one. But I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for it anyway. What? I don't know why I felt. Oh, yeah, the platforms shift, and sometimes they can drop from under you, so that's kind of a pain. Let me walk to the left and right, please. That would be much nicer. Oh, come on, come on. All right, I think I'm done with this game. Let me find one more mini game to play. If I can't even find them. There's a crucifix or something. Yeah, that's the one where I don't have to fight anything because I have a good object or something that enables it to be easier for me. I think that was the speculation of Jeremiah earlier. I'm gonna swap the key for a rope. Why? I don't know. I think that's a rope. Maybe it's like a hose that's all coiled up, or it's a snake. I don't know if I can find another mini game until I get past that platformy one. Stu says, rule of thumb, any game that involves a contest is going to suck big time. Well, I mean, if you only award it to the first person to beat a game, it doesn't have to be punishingly difficult, in theory. Ah, damn it. All right, I think I'm done with this game. That was a little bit of Earthworld. All right, well, I gotta wrap it up too. Maybe I'll squeeze in one more game. Atlantis had a contract. Okay. By the way, Stu said something. Sorry, Jeremiah said something earlier that I skipped because I was playing the game Survival Run. I wanted to check that. So I'm going to scroll up a little bit. What were you saying? Oh, the special controller was called the Cosmic Commander. They released two 2600 games. Both came with special controllers, referring to Milton Bradley. They were working on a third game again with a special controller, but never released. I guess Milton Bradley focused on board games more after that. They returned their focus to board games. This is kind of an educational game. Word Zapper. I guess it's educational-ish. Game 1. Sure, I'll play game 1. Fast. Is that the word I'm spelling, or is it a fast game? I guess it's what I'm spelling. The thing is, it doesn't really teach you spelling because it tells you the word. It's more like just target practice than anything. You just try to spell out the letters by zapping. You spell out the word by zapping the letters. Oh, you can shoot to the left and right, too. Okay. Doesn't seem to matter if I hit the wrong ones. Okay, so I shouldn't worry about being careful. Maybe in one of the different games it could matter. Alright, so what am I doing now? Hitting an enter key, sort of? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Fast was the word, right? Maybe it was describing the speed. In which case, what am I supposed to be spelling it? Oh, that thing. There we go, yeah. That's the enter key. Laser. Let's do it. Let's spell laser. Laser. I shipped it a little celebratory dance. Stripe. Now we're getting into naming gremlins. We're spelling gremlin characters. Stripe. Alright, just gotta get the E. Oh no, we're gonna get it in time. We're probably not. Oh man, I lost. Okay, that was game over for me. Jeremiah said, I think YouTube recommended me a video you did where you said Mountain King was not as good as you remember. That was my stream of last week, and then I made a post about it after that. YouTube knew somebody had to defend Mountain King and sent me. That's fine. It's not that it's bad. It's just I don't know. I think I mostly just didn't know what I was doing enough. I was like, why don't I just keep dropping and collecting more of these speckled things? You know, these look like diamonds or dust or something. I don't know. It's definitely cool stylistically for sure. And maybe if I give it another try, I'll like it better. But I'm gonna continue playing some Word Zapper today. Them. Oh, does my time limit carry over to the subsequent words? I felt like it was impossible to spell that last one in time. I know I wasted time on my first word because I didn't know how to wrap up. I wonder if hitting these guys actually makes you lose time. All right, so let's see. I'm at 76. Will it resume at 76? Color. Yeah, it does resume. Okay, so I got that C right away without having to wrap it around, which is good. Actually, do you have to spell them in order? Maybe you don't. I think you probably do. All right. Saucer. I could try hitting the U and see what happens. No, okay. Now, does it take a little while to respawn that, and that's gonna screw me up? Let me see about that. No, it does. I guess they all replenish the second time around. Like the next time around. Saucer. Cool. Dingle, 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 dingle. Alright, I beat it. I beat the game. That was game 1 anyway. So yeah, Jeremiah was showing my post. Interesting, because I thought it would maybe only show posts to subscribers. Well, anyway, I'm glad you've joined the channel, Jeremiah. It's been fun chatting with you tonight for sure. Why don't I try a game 2 or something? Stu said this game is shit. Yeah, Stu says that about 90% of games though, so you know. I mean, it's not great. I'm just having fun remembering it. Yes, engaging in nostalgia. As they accuse every retro gamer of doing nothing but. Ever encounter those people who say there is no valid reason for you to like these old games? You're just reveling in nostalgia, which is a waste of your time. Play new games. Anyway, I do play new games. I just like old games too. That's all there is to it. Anyway, there's a lot of different games here. I don't know. Let's try number. Let's stop fooling around and play 2. Star. Now I have these weird orange, brownish hexagon guys. Well, sorry, what was I spelling? Star, did I say? Yeah. Oh, look, it scrambled up a little bit. I think somebody hit me and that made it scramble up. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, but yeah, like you said, Jeremiah, for an entertainment game, it's not bad. I don't think I would normally play this if I didn't have nostalgia for it. The thing we're not supposed to have. How do I spell star now? Do I have to shoot some of these guys to replenish it? Like, how do I hit the enter key thingy? Anyway, I tried killing them. Okay. I do think it still has the fatal flaw though that if it's supposed to be like about spelling, it has to give you the spelling first, right? I don't know. I guess you could argue it's like you have to actually remember how it's spelled now, but the problem is these aren't exactly hard words. So maybe if you were like 5, it would be helpful in a spelling kind of way. I don't know. If it had like a voice synthesizer, which you couldn't really do, but now they could do it with the Atari box. But if it had a voice synthesizer, it could say, you know, spell super, and then you have to know how to spell. Anyway, I don't know what to do anymore. I apparently screw up, and the enter key doesn't come back always. Stu said, I think it has the fatal flaw that is excrement. Okay. Stu never holds back. Oh, what did you say, Dancer? Did you ever clear the Mountain King game as a kid? Yeah, I totally did. I mean, I definitely did the thing where you get the crown, and then it plays the exciting rendition of Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg. And what do? You climb to the top with the crown or something? That's kind of what I mostly remembered about it. But then I played it, and I was like, oh, I'm just kind of falling down a lot. And oh, what do I do with this flashlight? I have to look for a little thing in the dark. I found that a little tedious. I don't know. I definitely want to revisit it sometime. I just don't think I want to tonight. If I'm gonna be smart, I should end the stream really, but I'm not smart. I like to be tired in the morning and be groggy all day. Let me try a little golf because I don't really remember what that's like. I kind of have this vague image in my mind. A very pixelated golf course, as you. I mean, it's kind of a given, I guess. Yeah, and this guy who's got this. Yep, he got this belly. And I like how they made him hold the golf club far out enough because I feel like if they didn't have his arms really far out, it would look like something else. But yeah, let's try this. All right. Yeah, I did figure that out about the treasure chest and the flame spirit, Jeremiah. I think somebody in the chat at the time told me I had to find the spirit. I don't think I knew about the exactly 1,000 points. All right, so what do? You position your guy first. I don't even know what the hole is. I assume it's this thing here. How do I like okay. I'm trying to understand the logic of how this is gonna work. Like if I, for the sake of argument, were like this, would that hit it exactly horizontally or I don't know, I guess I'll try it like let's just try hitting and see what happens. Oh. What the heck? Okay, so I'm hitting it backwards if I do that. Okay. Yeah, confusing to me. Okay. I guess I want to. I think I'm smacking it, but I can't seem to position myself how I want. Okay. How do I hit it harder? I guess I gotta wind up. There we go. I'm the worst golf player ever. I feel like it should be like I stand like this. I have to cover the ball so it's time like this. This doesn't make sense. Hitting it backwards. I guess I want to stand like this. I don't understand how I'm supposed to figure this out. Gotta stand in a weird way like this or something. Cover the ball. Should I do this? It's gonna hit it the wrong way again, isn't it? Let's not do that. I'm gonna move. Can I move and cancel my swing? It's gonna go backwards again, right? One down, okay. Woo! He was in my way. Keep going backwards like this, maybe. Bonk. Stu said this game is worse than the spelling one. I don't understand how I'm supposed to be standing. I mean, I almost get it, but not quite. It's definitely not intuitive. Like your guy in real golf would stand like this or something, right? And I could hit it, say, like where I am, it looks like I should be able to hit it like this or something. But it's gonna do this instead. And I feel like I used to have some hang of this. I never played it a lot. I don't remember this being a favorite game of mine. Perhaps for a good reason. I'll just mash the button. 27 strokes, 28, 29. Here we go. It's perfect. Watch this. Oh. Game is worth the spelling when the AVGN says so. Cleveland says this is the strangest game. Golf game I've seen. It's like Happy Gilmore. Make sure you club it straight before the wind up. Okay. Let me start over. It says if you want to go straight left, let me just practice it. So if I do this, it should be straight left. Oh. Sorry, I just don't understand the logic. You like swing it like I almost do, but not quite. I'll just stand on it maybe. Bam. I don't think I even want to figure this out this time. So weird. Could anybody find that intuitive? I don't know. All right. Well, I'm looking at my pile here. Maybe I'll wrap up the stream after one game I enjoy. Let's make that the rule. We got Defender. I don't remember what Sky Shipper is, so I'm gonna Sky Skipper. Sorry, so I'm gonna try that. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember the visual. I don't know how you play though. There's a gorilla and I am piloting this plane, and there's turtles in the window and cats in the window. It's important of a Nintendo arcade game. Okay, okay. All right, let's try it. I can go left and right, up and down, no problem. Momentum doesn't bother me. I can drop bombs. Drop a bomb on this gorilla. Cool, I killed the gorilla. Oh, now I can rescue these turtles and cats. Oh, I crashed. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna bomb the gorilla again. Save some turtles and cats. Alright, 2 turtles saved. The gorilla might get back up by the time I reach the cats. Oh, I crashed. Okay, let me get a hang of this. You keep going in the direction that you're going, but you can turn on a dime in any way, basically. You have momentum, but you don't. You have momentum, but it's canceled when you turn. My physics professor would have loved that. Okay, I gotta bomb this monkey, gorilla, whatever it is. My sister-in-law is coming to visit soon, and I have to be very careful around her when I talk about various simians, because that's what she does for a living. She works at the National Zoo and deals with all the various apes and stuff. But she doesn't like it if you like say monkey instead of ape and like use all the wrong terms and stuff like that. Oh, Jeremiah mentioned that the arcade game never came out in the US. Huh? This could be fun to try in the arcade then. That little intro theme did remind me of something Nintendo-y. I don't know if that came from the original. Alright, there's some chicks or something. Hey, let's rescue these chicks. Oh, those chicks are stuck. How do I... Oh, this one. This one's guarding them, that's why. Oh, the bunnies are hopping too. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, you gotta bomb him again. Alright. The bunnies have been rescued. Is the first level again? Oh. I did say I was gonna try Dragon Stomper. Maybe that's what I'll end the stream with. Or just something Supercharger. Does anybody have a preference of which Supercharger game I play? I think that I'm not going to make it to this one. Yep. I'm low on gas. I got to grab these chicks just before I crash and burn because I have no fuel. Alright. I don't think I want to play this anymore. I'm going to play the Supercharger game. Kind of tempted to play Dragon Stomper, but it might take some time. I'm going to do it anyway. Dragon Stomper. I don't have to play a full game of it. 1 of 3. Interesting. So yeah, this for those who weren't here earlier, I actually have a physical Supercharger, and this was a device that supported probably fewer than a dozen games, maybe like 10 or so, maybe about a dozen. And it basically allowed you to play more powerful games. More ROM and RAM could be involved in your games, I think. Or at least one of them. I think this had a lot of RAM in it. And you would hook up this cable here. Sorry, I'm not showing it properly. This is a standard 3.5 millimeter audio plug. You plug it into a tape player, and the games that come on tape. I don't have one handy at the moment. Actually, I do. This one is Escape from the Mind Master. They came in these little, standard kind of cassette tapes packages, and yeah, they were tapes. So you would actually play you're the one who would provide the tape player. It could be any tape player as long as it had the 3.5 millimeter audio output. And you would load up the game, and it would be like a more advanced game on your Atari, basically. Thanks, Jeremiah, for hanging out. Jeremiah said, "Gotta go. I subscribe. So see you next time. Thanks for the stream." Yeah, appreciate your chatting, and you bring a lot of knowledge to the table about Atari, so I appreciate that. It's been very fun. So have a good night, Jeremiah. But yeah, I'm gonna play a little Dragon Stomper, and hopefully I don't get too carried away. And that screen there with the bars going blue, 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 that's what would those bars would. Am I already playing? Those bars, the purple bars, would close in as the audio was playing and the data was being transferred over the audio cable. And sometimes they would go very slow, or it would sometimes sputter, if I recall correctly, or like cancel because of noise or something, and you had to load it again. All right, so I just hit 1 to reset, I guess. Dragon Stomper, 82 star path. Let's play, I guess. Move. So you have these menus. Right now I'm moving around. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do, really. I'm moving around. There's a castle or something. The castle is locked. What's my status, by the way? I've got 23 strength, 23 dexterity, 400 gold. All right. Oh, I hit a trap. There's traps outside the castle, I guess. What do I do? Still stuck. You take 1 unit's damage. Do I have to fight it? Nobody here. I guess I just move. You escape. You take 1 unit's damage. Okay. Okay, I'm getting out of the trap. Here comes a pink stick figure. Oh no, a random golem wandering around. The golem missed. Let's fight it. Hit the golem for 3 units. Golem missed. Hit the golem for 2. The golem missed. The golem can't hit me, apparently. Miss. I miss. He missed. I miss. He missed. Killed it. Get in the money. Turn up this beautiful music a little bit. Alright. Can I go up? Alright, yeah, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I found a bug in the tree. There's a glowing castle or something. Let's kill this bug. What's my hit points? Status, I have, oh, strength must be my hit points, basically. I have 17 strength left. I gained a key. The bug was carrying a key for some reason, but I got it. Let's try this. Maybe I have to go back to that yellow castle with the key. This castle is locked. Okay, use the key. Open chest or open door. Is there a chest here? It says you cannot do that. I guess it's a standard option, irrespective of context. Open door for sure. Oh no, there's maniacs. 10,000 maniacs came out of the castle. No, just 2 maniacs. You were hit, you take 1 damage. Gleaming access, so this is Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I mean, it's an RPG type game, yeah. But it's such an early one considering it's 1982. That's pretty cool. I'm getting beat up though. I have 9 strength left. Do I have anything I can use? Like a potion? No. I guess I'm fighting to the death, or can I run? Maybe I can run. The maniac stops you and beat me up some more. Oh boy. This time I escaped. I decided to go in again. There's 2 maniacs. What a surprise. Now I'm dead. I think I have like 1 hit point left at this point. Yeah, 1 sec. How can I heal up? I don't know what to do, but I think I'm going to head back to the... Oh, the church. There we go. Oh, no, the church is locked. I'll break into the church. That'll heal me. Oh, I don't have a key anymore. They get absorbed by the lock. Don't you hate when that happens? Oh, no, a monkey. I'm going to end my quest killed by a monkey. Yep, I just got killed by a monkey. That monkey's like, I have defeated the hero. Yeah, I did ask for that one, Gleeman. That was a dumb move. So this might not look super impressive or anything, but if you consider that the Atari had 128 bytes of RAM, it probably couldn't fit all the state of the game of a game like this into that. I don't remember how many bytes the supercharger gave it, but it was relative to 128 bytes, quite a lot. It might have been like 8K or 16K or something like that. Just relatively speaking, that multiplied it by a huge amount. Anyway, I think I just have to press start button again. Oh, I continue where I left off. Didn't expect that. All right, let's check the other church. I don't know. That church is locked too. There's some huts. Surely there will be no one unfriendly in here. The hut is locked. It looks like it's open to me. Everything's locked. You need keys for everything. Oh no, a demon. Oh well. The demon. I destroyed that demon. I couldn't handle a monkey, but the demon, no problem. I gained a charm. Got some money. What does the charm do? Should I try using it randomly? Maybe I'll wait until I'm like harmed or something, because maybe it heals you. Oh, I hit the west edge of the world and the bottom west, southwest, I guess. Gleeman says I feel like the game is trying to do what a computer is meant to do. Yeah, kind of. At the time, though, I thought it was majorly cool. And I don't know, it might be okay in its own right. I just have to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Alright. Got a key. Oh, cool. I can try unlocking a hut. Breaking and entering. I killed that ghoul, and now I have the means of entering your home against your will somehow. Alright. Opens. Open door. Oh no, a warrior. Alright. Is that what's in like everything? Just a monster who kills you? Just did 6 damage. Oh, I gained a hand axe. Ah. Another warrior. Oh no. Wait, can I use the hand axe? Yes, use the hand axe. Missed the warrior. Is it like a one shot? No. 5 damage. How much do I have left? 3. Oh boy. Maybe I'll try the charm. I don't know what it does, but I could try it. Charm. The charm feels weird. Okay. Now I'm dead? No. Oh, I'm at exactly 0. You must die at less than 0. Okay. Well, I could run or I could try to finish him. Let's try to finish him. Use hand axe. Oh. I'm dead. But you just respawn right where you were. Wonder what you lose. You must lose something. That's right. Dragon Stomper 82, Ultima 1 81. Yeah, it didn't come out that much. I mean, you can't say this is a pioneering RPG per se. Maybe you could. It might be the first console RPG. Am I dead now? No, I have to press 1. That's right. Okay, I'll kill this warrior this time. Oh, I don't have the hand axe anymore, so I get to... That's the penalty of dying. But I'm no match for this guy, I think. First cassette RPG. Oh, now I got a hand axe again. Cool. Now what? Bum, 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 bum. I remember there's like a whole section where it's like you're in like a dungeon and there's like traps going back and forth or something. You have to like actually, you know, use your reflexes to navigate. I guess something like that EarthQuest game in a way. In other words, it's not pure turn-based combat and stuff. Yeah, I gained a charm, which made me feel weird before. I don't know what it does. Oh, there's a trapping. I guess they're probably in the same place every time, huh? And I suppose I can't go in here again. They don't have a key still yet. I don't know, did Ultima 1 ever come out on cassette or Akalabeth? Akalabeth, however you say that. Fight the ghoul, fight the ghoul. The ghouls always give you keys or something? Okay, now I can break into the castle with my key. Why do I go to these places and unlock them? It's like, hello. Now I kill you because that's what keys are for. Should be using the hand axe every time. I wish I could just equip it, but it seems like I have to use the hand axe every time. I got another hand axe. Does that mean I have 2 of them or what? No, it looks like I only have 1. I'm not sure if they get used up or what. There's some water. They're in the money. Spider. Squish it. It's just a spider. Didn't say a giant spider. Ah, spiders have keys too. Oh, what's this? The temple is locked. Gain a charm. Okay, the temple gave me a charm that makes you feel weird. Should I dip my toes into the water? It's a swamp. What's this on a bridge? Oh no, guard. Oh, he's gonna kill me. He wants ID. I left it in my other pants. Can't just leave. He wants ID. Stops you. He wants ID. Escape the guard. Okay. Oh no, the monkey. The monkey that killed me last time. Take that, you monkey. Oh, a potion. So does the potion... I have 7 strength. I wonder if I should drink that for it to heal me. Let's try it. Potion feels weird. Why does everything feel weird? I still have 7 strength. Did not heal me. Just made me feel weird. Alright, should I just use the hand axe? When he says, give me your ID, I'll be like, I call my hand axe ID. Use hand axe. Now I only have 3 hit points, right? Oh well. Oh, now I'm dead. That's okay, we respawn, right? Let's get him. Yeah, you lose everything when you die. It's kind of harsh. I don't think I can handle this guy. No, I'm gonna die again. Alright. So you don't handle the guard when you're a noob and have no equipment. No, a beetle. The beetle held a hand axe for some reason. Alright, so I wonder what I should do, like, you know, in a kind of an organized manner. What should I try to go to a certain place first, or try to get a key for each place and explore them all, perhaps, and then go to the bridge? Probably something like that. In a cross. Should I try using the cross? Maybe use that to kill certain enemies. Like ghouls or something, or vampires. I don't know. Cleveland says I'm kind of lost. I'm kind of lost too. I mean, I don't really know the point of what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess I have to go to that bridge. Here's like a pitfall pit. Scorpion in the pitfall. Ah, that might be a reference to Pitfall right there. Look at that. That's gotta be. Look at that. They look like the scorpion in Pitfall too. Okay, got 3 scorpions. Do I have a hand axe? I do. I'll chop it up. Use the hand axe. I guess you guys can't. It might be hard to follow because I'm not always announcing the directions I'm taking the menu. To each menu option gives you. You just move the stick in one of a few directions, like, you know, up, right, left, down. So I'm hitting use hand axe, kill the scorpion. Use hand axe. You have to do that every time. You don't equip it like in most games. If I just hit fight, I guess I'm just punching it. I don't know. Use hand axe. Yeah, totally an homage to Pitfall for sure. I just got a chest, which I think I have a... Do I have a key to open? I don't know. Let's try. Chest. Open chest. Cannot do that. Yeah, I guess I need a key. I don't have a key right now. What is this, a temple again? Got a shield in that one, huh? Do I use the shield or wait until combat? Let's try using it. Use shield, no effect. Here's a big hut. Oh no, warrior. These huts seem to have warriors pretty often. Use the axe. Use the axe, killed it. And I got another axe. Temple. Nothing in this one. I didn't get a key, did I? No. I have a shield and a cross, though. Ah, ghoul. Should I try the cross on the ghoul? Let's see what happens. Take that. Use the cross. Feels weird. Why does everything feel weird? I wonder if that's just a catch-all for it didn't really... I didn't use it in a, you know, in the context where when you're supposed to. So just that it feels weird. So what I have 2 chests that I can't open. So yeah, I guess I need the keys for that. Everything seems to be about finding keys. I don't know if you level up in this game. So it might just be your power, your equipment solely. This place is locked, right? Oh, demon. Demons don't seem to be too tough. Alright, Gleaming X is reading from the manual. Enchanted Countryside. Your objective during your trek across the countryside is to obtain the power and magic you need to get into the village. Yeah, I think that bridge with the guard might be for the village. What did I just get? Alright, so that's the top left corner of the map. Yeah, I think you just got to keep trying to fight monsters and find keys and go to every place. Oh, you can bargain with the guard at the bridge. That rings a bell. Slime in the swamp. Slime gave me a staff. I think the slime gave me a staph infection is more like it. The slime in the swamp. Let's try the staff. Staff feels weird. Okay. Everything feels weird. Maybe that's a combat thing. Maniacs. Let's use the shield. No effect. Use the charm. Feels weird, man. Use the hand axe. Chop up the maniac. Who's the maniac now? I'm the axe wielding maniac. You gain a paper. They don't say a scroll, you get a paper. Does that mean it's blank, or they just don't like calling it a scroll like every other game would? Wait, am I not able to use it? Oh, there it is. I'm going to use the paper. $5, it just makes me feel weird. Oh, I guess I lose $5, but it had no effect. I don't know if that's better or worse. Oh, that's a good tip. Gleeman X says, basically you can rest when your strength is low. If you visit the church, you heal up faster. Oh, you make a contribution and heal up. That's good to know, man. Thank you. I mean, I knew that at one point way back when, but what am I at? I'm at 1 strength. Oh, I really got to do that then. Let's go to church. Church is locked though. I don't have a key to it. Maybe I can just donate gold anyway though. Surely they'll let me donate gold even though it's locked. No effect. Oh man. All right. I guess I just have to travel along and try to run away from enemies until I heal up enough. I could try to get a key, but I'll probably die if I explore everything. So let's see. I'm at 3 strength now. Okay, I'm healing very gradually. I will run across the countryside for a while. Oh, here comes the snake. That looks like the I feel like I've seen that graphic before. Like maybe it's from Archon or something. It looks like the dragon from Archon. That's it. Not exactly pixel for pixel, but all right. Oh, you can scroll the guard. You can show the scroll to the guard as identification. I have the paper now. That must be it. Like here's a random piece of paper I found. Oh, looks like good ID to me. So I will run from the snake. The snake stops me though, but it missed. I escaped. And currently, oh, I'm gonna check my current strength, but then a spider came. I'll kill the spider. He was no problem before. I took 1 damage though. There we go. But I don't think you get XP in this game, so maybe I shouldn't buy anything like. Well, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna give me item wise though. But yeah, it seems like there's no concept of XP and leveling up. You just get items, perhaps. So I'm at 3. Yeah, let's try to run. Yeah, I kind of wish I could just go to the church. Like, I need a key before I can donate. That encourages you to just walk around like this. So what am I healed up to now? 3 still. Oh, it takes a long time. I mean, I know I lost 1 from that fight. So. Now I'm dead. Alright, I think that has to be it. It's way too late for me. But, you know, there is some substance to this game. I just... mostly based on what Gleeman X is telling me. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think it's a great game, but I think it's pretty cool that there's some meat to it. You can actually play an Atari RPG, basically Atari 2600 RPG. But that's gonna have to be it for me tonight, folks. I have been killed by a snake. So thanks for the likes. Thanks for the fun chat. Everybody's been fun in the chat. We had Eric and Andy and Ryan and Gleemanex and my wife Emily. And we had Jeremiah hanging out for the first time. And we had Dan the Man, one of our regulars in the house. And yes, we had Stu, super regular, who hates every game I play. Not every game, only 90% of them. Anyway, that's cool. Yeah, thanks again, guys. I'll see you next. Oh, Cheesy Wiz is here. Hello, Cheesy Wiz. Wow. And there was one other dude who chimed in earlier. Who was he? Tommy Guy. Thanks for chiming in, Tommy Guy. And Cheesy Wiz, let me know when your game is done. I can definitely stream that soon. Cheesy Wiz is working on a cool game, guys. It's called Exercise, AX, where you're running away from an axe-wielding maniac and you have to like dodge obstacles and duck under things and jump over them. Anyway, that's it. So see you guys next time. Take care.